Hello everyone, I'm Debbie Polichak. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to go over how to make your own cardstock. For some of us that are new in Stampin' Up, they may not have all the products that we carry. So this is one of the way to save money is by using the reinkers. The reinkers come in any color that we carry, and they also have these little spritzers. And what I did is I put 15 drops of the spritzer, the ink inside this spritzer, and used this 91% alcohol inside of that. This is the regular cardstock and the Blushing Bride. This is the reinker and the Blushing Bride, and this is some paper that I made that has texture to it. It has texture to the paper and texture to the way it's done. I'll show you how to do that in this video. And right now I'm going to try to make a piece of cardstock that looks as close as this can without buying cardstock. So let's give this a try. Like I said, I have 15 drops of the Blushing Bride and then filled it up with the alcohol. So now I'm going to just take it and I'm going to squirt it all over my paper. Now I can see that that's going to need more than 15 drops in order to get that closer. So I'm going to add another 15 drops to this to get much color at all. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, let's give that a try. Again, I'm going to shake it up. On the first few times I squirt it, it'll be the same. Okay, now it looks like it's got a little bit darker. Give that a try. Now this color still is not as intense as the cardstock. But what I'm going to do is go ahead and dry that, and I'll be back. Now that's not completely dry, but it's dry enough. So I'm going to go ahead and try it, give it another coat of this. Now I could add another 15 drops inside of here. So let's go ahead and see what it does without adding any more. Just giving it another coat. Yeah, see, that's gotten more intense than the last one. Now you don't have to dry it like I just did with the dryer. Just let it dry naturally. It'd probably take about 30 minutes, I would say, with the alcohol to dry. The reason for the alcohol is because it does dry faster than water. Okay, now this is the one we just made, and this is the regular cardstock. The regular cardstock is more intense, but if you're making a project, it might not matter. You know, you might want to just stop at that point. You'll be able to see where you want to stop at by doing it. This was stamped with that same color, and I stamped it probably about 5 times, but so you could go back and do it again to get it darker if you need to, or you can put more drops inside your spritzer. So that's, the choice is yours. I'm gonna go ahead and I've got only a half of one now, so I'm going to go ahead and add 15 more drops. Okay. As you can see, that will work pretty good. So go ahead and continue to listen to the video, and we'll do more. A piece of the Whisper White cardstock, and I'm going to put probably about 10 drops of ink on top of my glass mat here. You can use anything. And I'm going to just kind of basically stir it up. Now this won't be as probably as dark as our pink cardstock, or as perfect looking as our pink cardstock, but it will give you the effect of pink cardstock. So it's definitely a good trick to have if you don't have all the supplies. That looks more marble, doesn't it? Which is nice. It's a nice look. A lot of times we add texture to our things with embossing folders, so now you really won't even have to use any texture to that. Now you could go back and add, maybe without much water at all, and actually even crumble this up to add more texture. Now we're going to take that same piece of cardstock and look, it looks basically like more like a fabric rather than cardstock. Now this is not real wet, but it is a little bit wet, and so we want to kind of be careful with our cardstock once it gets wet. But see how pretty that looks? It looks almost like leather. I'm going to put about another 6 or 7 drops, and I'm going to leave it pretty strong this time, and I'm just going to kind of lightly go over those areas that are kind of raised up. In some instances, you might decide you like the back on your project than the front. So be sure and try both sides. Let's go ahead and just put just straight water on there this time. Okay, that's a real pretty, I think it'll be a real pretty look. I'd leave it. So let's go ahead and dry it. Okay, now you can see the back side even has a pretty texture. In some instances, it might be best to do whichever one you think. And what I want to do now, instead of stamping this, I can go ahead and just put some of this same pink, the Blushing Bride, on my acrylic block here. Put just a little bit of water. Now I'm going to take a paintbrush. And this is our aqua painter here. Now I'm not squeezing the aqua painter, but I'm just picking it up and using it. And just going to splatter some of the same pink dots to it and give it another texture. Okay, and actually you can even, let's do that on the back side and see what we have just by hitting it on the, see, it gives it some more of the pink color instead of wasting it. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and dry that a little bit again. Let's see. This is the card we just made earlier, and we used pink cardstock. And I had these poppies. Now see, actually I think instead of using the pink cardstock on this area here, it would probably look better than the pink cardstock. It gives it more texture, so and more of a unique look. I think that's prettier than the cardstock. So anyway, this is something that you might want to give a try. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.